Time for your ABC 36 Storm Team forecast.
The calendar says late August, but it's felt more like late September, early October on this Tuesday. And as we roll into early Wednesday, near record low temperatures on tap. And then we're looking at another fall-like day. So something to look forward to there. Now, things will heat up quickly by the weekend. Afternoon highs are going to climb back into the 90s. That's not that big of a surprise. We are looking at an extended stretch of dry weather to come. Next rain chances may actually be about a week from now. You see all those scattered fair weather cumulus clouds now beginning to break apart a bit. So we're going to see a little bit more in the way of sunshine heading into the early evening hours. Nothing doing, a lot of dry air at the surface. Mount Sterling out in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse, good bit of sunshine, only 68, and we've had that northeast breeze at about 10 to 15 at times, of course, pumping the drier air and the unseasonably cool air into the region. Down into southern Kentucky, Wayne County near Monticello, the Kentucky Mesonet there at 69. So those temperatures are really going to begin to back off heading into the evening hours as that sunset gets a little bit earlier. We're 73 Lexington, 72 from Richmond through Mount Vernon down to Somerset, 68 Jackson and in Hazard. Compared to 24 hours ago, some locations nearly 10 degrees cooler. And our dew points, another part of the big story here. Very, very dry for this time of the year. You get dew point temperatures in the 40s and 50s anytime during the summer. And that is a really dry air mass, and we're not the only ones enjoying it. That's the case throughout the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. You go east of the Mississippi River, other than central and southern Florida, it is quiet for a lot of the eastern part of the country here. We got that northeast wind. You can see the wind streams coming around high pressure, which is over southern Canada. That's eventually going to drift down into the Great Lakes. So futurecast, awesome evening. Enjoy that. Skies clear, winds lighten up. That will put us into the low 50s in most locations with outlying areas in the upper 40s. I think less cloudiness tomorrow. That'll tack on a few degrees to afternoon highs. So we still have the trough in the east with unseasonably cool air. We've got the hotter air out west. That will start to nudge eastward a little bit later on in the week. So temperatures will flip the other way. 51 the expected low tomorrow morning. The record here in Lexington, 49 set back in 1950. The last time in Lexington we had an early morning low in the 40s in August 20 years ago in 2004. Before that, you have to go all the way back to 1989. So that gives you a little perspective on just how unusual this setup is. We'll tack on several degrees to afternoon highs on Thursday, low to mid 80s. And then as the high moves eastward, that's when the door is going to be open for some of the warmer temperatures to head our direction. Very, very dry, kind of off the charts, literally. And then notice how the humidity increases over the weekend, but it's nothing crazy. So that's actually going to work to our advantage. Now, speaking of the weekend into early next week, firmly above average, meaning those 90s are coming back. But clear, quiet, near record lows overnight, 51 in the morning. So again, you may need the light jacket out the door. More sunshine, another beauty tomorrow, 78 in the extended forecast. Great news for the start of high school football on Friday. Yeah, warm 88, but remember, humidity's not going to be overly high, and of course it will be cooling down into the evening hours. So for the first week, it's going to be pretty ideal. And then here comes the heat for the weekend, looking at afternoon highs low and then potentially mid 90s into early next week. And as mentioned, it may be this time next week before we see the isolated storm chances return with highs sticking in the low 90s.